do today? We're gonna learn and play.
Okay.
Sing a song and pray.
That's right.
God really loves us. God really, really cares about you, me, our families.
That's right.
God's always right there.
Woo!
Let me fix my curls. You've tuned into Callie's world. That's right, boys and girls. Welcome to Callie's world.
Hello, it's your pal Callie. Welcome to Callie's world. It's time for one of my all-time Feeve segments of ever. It's when I take a question from you. That's right. My friends and fans send me so many questions that I don't get the time to answer them all. Thanks for wondering along with me. This segment's called Callie Q&A. Today's question comes from one of our friends named Shepard in Kansas City, Missouri. This is what he wants to know.
Hey Callie, I'm Shepard. What's your favorite season?
Wowzers! That's a really good question, Shepard. To answer that, I'd have to wonder about the things I love about each season, and things I kinda don't love about each season. The best way to do that is to really visit each season ourselves. Ready? Let's go! First, let's jump to summer. What I love about summer is the ice cream. I also love that my family usually goes on vacation in the summer. What I don't love in summer is when it gets so hot that I feel like I could fry an egg on my forehead. Next, fall. What I love about fall is the pumpkin everything, especially pumpkin pie. What I don't love about fall is that it starts to get a bit chilly outside, and I have to start bundling up. Next, winter. What I love about winter is the hot cocoa. Then there are snowball fights and snow forts. And of course, Christmas is the time we celebrate when Jesus was born. What I don't love about winter is it gets even more chilly, and I have to stay inside more. And spring! I love spring! There's so much to love, but for me, it's the flowers. So, Shepard, I think my favorite season is spring. But wait, what also comes in spring that helps the flowers grow are the storms. I don't love the storms. In fact, the really big ones can scare me right out of my Callie socks. Wowzers! I guess every season has things that are not so fun. But also, every season has things that are super fun and super great that we can thank God for. Let's check out today's Bible story.
Today's Bible story comes from Psalm chapter 100. This psalm is a praise to God. It invites us to have hearts that are thankful to God just because of who God is. This psalm invites everyone on earth to shout for joy to God. It says to worship God with glad and happy hearts and with songs of joy. This psalm also reminds people that God is the one true God. It says that God made each of us and that we belong to God. It says that we are like sheep that belong to God's flock. That meant that just like shepherds take care of their sheep, God takes care of us because he loves us. This psalm tells us that anytime we get together for worship, we can begin by giving thanks and praise. It tells us that God's goodness and love lasts forever. It tells us that God's love and faithfulness are for everyone. There are so many things we can be thankful for. We can thank God for all the things and people in our lives. But this psalm really just wants us to know that we can be close to God just by giving praise. We can sing songs or just shout out how much we love God. We don't need to say anything fancy. We can simply tell God, "Thank you for making me. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for being faithful and good." Our hearts can always be thankful. Whatever we're doing, wherever we are, we always have God's love with us. Because of that, we can thank God for every season.
That Bible story made me think. A shepherd and his sheep would go through a lot together, like rain, storms, hot, cold. A lot of things that would be really hard for those poor sheep. Ooh, I wonder if it would help if the shepherd offered the sheep some spring flowers. Maybe not. But what probably would help is that the sheep would know the shepherd would always be there in every season, so they could be grateful even in the hardest times. I wonder how a sheep shows that it's grateful. Wow! Sounds grateful, I guess. Friends, I think it's true. God made every season with 5 things to enjoy. These things help us to be grateful when the not-so-5 things come up, like the coldest cold of winter or the hottest hot of summer, or the storms of spring. But it's not just about the weather. My parents went away on a trip once, and my little bro and I were home with a babysitter. I missed them so much! But I also knew how lucky I was to have people who take care of me that I could miss so much. I was grateful for that, even in a hard time. Maybe you're going through a hard time right now. What can you be thankful for? If nothing else, remember that God is like that shepherd, with us all the time, through everything, so that we can thank God for every season. It was a blasty blast taking a question from one of you and learning a Bible story with you. Thanks for learning and growing with me. Peace out!
Fall, winter, spring, and summer. Praise God as leaves change color. Just like flowers grow, I'm learning as I go. God's words are always in season. That's right, God leads us in every season. God hears us no matter the season. We can thank God for every season. Fall, winter, spring, and summer. Praise God as leaves change color. Just like flowers grow, I'm learning as I go. We can praise God in the fall. Crunch, crunch. We can praise God in the winter. We can praise God in the spring. Chirp, chirp, chirp. We can praise God in the summer. Splish, splash. Fall, winter, spring, and summer.